Thanks very much. Hold on, let me do the big reveal. Flixie, thanks, man. Just a sec, alright? Poof! What do you guys think? This is it!
Thank you.
I love it, personally. Huh? I like it. I hope you guys like it.
Thank you.
I'm happy you guys can hear me. I'm happy you can see. You guys aren't hype? I know there's an echo. I'll probably have to do something to fix it. I was hoping the ceiling fan would make it go away. I don't know how to make that go away. I'll have to Google it.
Butt hash.
I wonder why there's an echo. Thanks.
The fan makes me nervous.
Smokey. All right. That's funny that it does. I wonder if there's some subliminal shit going on here. I like it so far. I love how it's like not only cool when I look at the camera, but it's also functioning. It's keeping my bald spots nice and cool, you know, ventilated. This is gonna improve my gaming abilities by who knows how much, right? The old place, you know, the ceilings were so high, there was no way I could get adequate, you know, bald spot, you know, runoff. All right, listen, I don't even want to talk about the nightmare stories that have happened since I moved. I just want to play. We can get to the nightmare stories later, but let's just say that the movers that we got, they were crazy. They were 3 Russian guys. 2 of them were like former KGB Soviet crazy soldier looking guys, and the other was this young stoner. Listen, these 3 guys, first of all, they were supposed to show up at 9 a.m. They showed up at 3 p.m. The guy who was the other 2 guys, the Russian mafia-looking guys, soldiers, they didn't speak English. So the guy who spoke English was literally drunk and he was smoking weed. Not kidding you. And he kept on telling me that he's the foreman, and he's talking about how sick he is. I'm the foreman. The only reason he was the foreman is because he was the only one that knew how to speak English, and he could barely even do that, right? I'm telling you, this guy was drunk, drinking the whole time, handling our shit. And then those guys, so I've had movers before, right? And usually they're professionals, right? These guys were... They had a dolly that was like a toy, and they were putting a fucking refrigerator on this little dolly and fucking rolling it down the steps. It was a nightmare. I didn't watch. I closed my eyes.
Reality Stone. Web Ball. Reality.
Hey, all right, Con FGC, what up, man? Long time no see. Thanks for the 420. Get parried. Shit was nuts, dude. I'm not kidding you, and I haven't even gotten to the... At the end of the day, he finally finishes everything. It took them forever, but everything gets here. And at the end of the day, he's making Charles...
Here's Adonish for the new ceilings. Brew.
Adonish. Thanks very much, the Agera. I appreciate it. And license to Bill. Thanks. At the end of all this drinking and smoking, I'm sitting here paying this guy by the hour. He's smoking weed. It was crazy. At the end of all that, he's like making us give him a 5-star review. Like,
hey man,
do it now.
New place. Glad you're back. Much love.
Hey, thanks, Gig Dab. He's like, 5-star review in this like thick accent. Now he wants it like at gunpoint. He's like, let me see you do it on your phone. 5-star. We want a 5-star review. It was crazy.
Butt hash.
It was like something.
Now you need a rug to tie the ceiling together, brew.
A rug. That's really what I do need, probably.
Fox 30
That's gonna probably dampen the shit.
Roach King thighs lay eggs at your new house.
And that's not even including when we got here. We looked at the house twice, no problem. But when we started moving in, we realized this place has a problem, especially in the kitchen, and it's got input bugs. This place, when we moved in 2 days ago, it had a serious input bug problem. So I was like, man, fuck this. After the first day I thought, okay, 1, maybe 2, the place hasn't been lived in for a little while. Then it started to look like Starship Troopers in here, and I was battling bugs all over the place. I was like, okay, fuck this. We called the bug man. The bug man showed up today, and he fucking kicked the shit out of all of them. It was crazy. I was outside. He told me to wait outside. I could hear him. He had the armor. Oh man, it was crazy. It sounded like a barroom brawl inside my house, and I was standing outside, and I was like, you know, it was nuts. But he handled that shit. They're all fucking dead. Kicked the shit out of all of them. He's gonna do a couple rounds of that, and problem solved. But you know, moving sucks. My whole life is in shambles and boxes, but I set up the computer as fast as I could so I could stream. It was crazy, man. It was one of the most stressful things I've ever done, you know? Watching these Russian guys. Honestly, the funny thing is, the 2 Russian guys that didn't speak English, the intimidating looking ones, those guys were super nice. And they kept on like trying to apologize for the guy who's supposed to be their boss. They kept telling him, hey, get to work. Stop smoking weed. Get to work.
You're not green anymore. It's making me uncomfortable.
You're not green anymore. I'm not always green. Man, what's up with all these noobs? You don't know the green screen is not under my control? Hey, thanks Gig Dab, no big deal. And the King of Friend Zone, thanks for the big tier 3. I appreciate it, man. Eggplants out. Alright, alright. No, the main guy, the Russian guy, they were okay. Look, let me say this. At the end of the day, after all this hilarious drunk driving with all my possessions in the trunk and smoking on the job and all this stuff that's a nightmare, right? At the end of the day, they brought all my stuff here, nothing is damaged, and everything is fine. So they made it kind of an adventure. And I honestly tipped them 50 bucks. Not because they did a good job, but because I wanted them to be happy so that I could get a good juju out of this new place. So I said, hey man, you guys did a great job. And I gave him 50 bucks. And I was like, hey, all right, man. On top of the expensive as AF, whatever he charged us. So, you know, I think in the end, it was worth it because it was crazy. It was crazy. He was drinking. I looked at Char and I was like, hey, is this guy drinking? And he's like, I don't know. And he had put his cup down. He had a cup. First of all, the fucking guy shows up with a cup. And then he's drinking out of the cup, and I'm like, what's in the cup? So he put it down and went to the other room, and I got the cup. I'm like, oh my god, this guy's fucking drunk, dude. We got drunk movers. And he's the boss. He's the foreman.
This music and new fan sets a good mood. Roo roo roo.
Roo roo roo, thanks very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Our cartel. Thanks very much. It was crazy. Let's play. Let's get our minds off of it, will ya? I'm happy to be streaming. I was gonna say be home, but it doesn't even feel like home, right? It's all boxes and shit. All right, I'm excited. Start button. All right, you guys gotta remember. What do you mean start?